From high school standout to potential top 10 NFL draft pick, Tetairoa McMillan's journey is one of talent, hard work, and surprising decisions. Why did he choose Arizona over Oregon? How did he become one of college football's best receivers? We're about to find out. Tetairoa McMillan is making waves in college football. He recently broke records at Arizona, catching for 304 yards and 4 touchdowns against New Mexico. But his story starts at Servite High School, where he was a true star. His exceptional skills earned him the title of Polynesian High School Football Player of the Year. Then came a big decision. Many expected McMillan to choose Oregon, but he surprised everyone by picking Arizona instead. What led to this choice? It seems relationships with teammates and coaches played a big role. This decision has shaped McMillan's future and Arizona's program in ways we're just starting to see. Let's explore how this choice set the stage for McMillan's college success. McMillan's choice of Arizona was just the beginning. How did this high school superstar handle the leap to college football? His freshman year held unexpected challenges that tested his resolve, pushed him to evolve as a player. Stepping onto Arizona's campus, Tetairoa McMillan brought more than just his impressive high school accolades. At 6'4" and 200 pounds, he had the physical tools to dominate. But college football is a different beast, and McMillan was about to face his toughest test yet. Let's talk about what makes McMillan special on the field. Picture this: a tall, athletic receiver with an uncanny ability to win jump balls. That's McMillan in a nutshell. His contested catch skills are off the charts, drawing comparisons to NFL stars like A.J. Green and Drake London. But here's the thing: having the tools and using them effectively in college are two different stories. McMillan's freshman year wasn't all smooth sailing. The speed of the college game caught him off guard at first. Routes that worked in high school suddenly weren't open. Defenders were faster, stronger, and more experienced. McMillan had to adapt quickly or risk getting lost in the shuffle. But adaptation is where McMillan shines. He hit the weight room hard, adding muscle to his frame without losing speed. He spent hours studying film, learning to read defenses, and find weak spots in coverage. McMillan's work ethic impressed coaches and teammates alike. He wasn't just relying on his natural talent. He was determined to become a complete receiver. As the season progressed, McMillan's hard work started to pay off. His route running improved dramatically. He learned to use his size to create separation, not just win jump balls. By mid-season, he was becoming a reliable target for Arizona's quarterbacks. But McMillan wasn't satisfied with just being good. He wanted to be great. That's when things really started to click. In the last few games of his freshman year, McMillan showed flashes of brilliance that hinted at his true potential. He made acrobatic catches, broke tackles, and started to dominate games. Fans and analysts took notice. Could this be the start of something special? McMillan's freshman year taught him valuable lessons. He learned that talent alone isn't enough at the college level. It takes dedication, hard work, and a willingness to learn and grow. McMillan embraced these challenges, using them as fuel to improve his game. As his sophomore season approached, there was a buzz around McMillan. He had shown promise as a freshman, but now expectations were higher. Could he take the next step and become a true star? The stage was set for what could be a breakout year. The buzz around McMillan wasn't just hype. His sophomore season didn't just meet expectations, it shattered them. What happened in year 2 that transformed McMillan from a promising talent to a record-breaking force? Let's dive into the numbers that tell the story of McMillan's incredible rise. In 2023, McMillan put up stats that made the college football world take notice. We're talking 90 receptions, 1,402 yards, 5th in the nation, and 10 touchdowns. That's not just good, that's elite production. But here's where it gets really interesting. McMillan didn't just have a great season overall, he had moments of pure dominance that left fans and analysts in awe. Remember that game against New Mexico? McMillan didn't just have a good game, he rewrote the record books. 304 receiving yards and 4 touchdown catches. Let that sink in for a moment. That's not just a career day. That's the kind of performance that people talk about for years. It broke a school record that had stood since 1996. Think about how many great receivers have come through Arizona in that time, and McMillan topped them all. But what changed from his freshman year? How did McMillan make such a huge leap? A big part of that answer lies in the connection he formed with quarterback Noah Fifita. These two found a chemistry on the field that's rare to see. Fifita seemed to know exactly where McMillan would be, and McMillan had a knack for getting open just when Fifita needed him most. It's the kind of partnership that can elevate both players' games. This wasn't just about raw talent though. McMillan put in the work to improve every aspect of his game. His route running became sharper, his understanding of defenses more nuanced. He wasn't just relying on his physical gifts. he was becoming a complete receiver, and the results spoke for themselves. The New Mexico game wasn't a fluke either. McMillan showed up in big moments throughout the season. Take the game against Arizona State, for example. In one of college football's most heated rivalries, McMillan set a new Territorial Cup receiving yards record. He didn't just show up for the big games, he dominated them. What's more exciting about McMillan's sophomore surge is what it means for his future. This kind of production, at his age, with his physical tools, it's the stuff NFL scouts dream about. McMillan isn't just putting up numbers, he's showing the kind of growth and development that suggests he's only scratching the surface of his potential. As we look ahead to McMillan's junior year, the question isn't whether he can repeat this success, it's how much higher he can climb. Can he challenge for the Biletnikoff Award as the nation's top receiver? Could he push for even more records? The possibilities seem endless. McMillan's star is rising fast, but how brightly can it really shine? His name is starting to pop up in conversations about the best receivers in college football. Could he be the next big thing in the NFL? Let's take a look at how McMillan is making waves on the national stage. After his record-breaking sophomore season, McMillan's talents are no longer a secret. He's caught the attention of football experts across the country, earning some serious recognition. McMillan was selected as the third-team AP All-American, a huge honor for any college player. But that's not all. He's also been named to the Walter Cap preseason first-team All-American list for the upcoming season. These aren't just fancy titles. They're signs that McMillan is considered one of the best receivers in all of college football. NFL scouts are taking notice too. McMillan's combination of size, speed, and skill has many experts projecting him as a potential top 10 pick in the 2025 NFL draft. That's right, we're talking about a player who could be one of the first names called on draft night. It's not just his stats that are impressive, but how he's achieving them. Scouts love his ability to make difficult catches look easy and his knack for finding the end zone. But here's what's really exciting. McMillan isn't content with where he's at. He knows there's always room for improvement. He's focusing on refining his route running skills, aiming to become even more of a nightmare for defenses to cover. McMillan is also working on his overall game awareness, learning to read defenses better and find the soft spots in coverage. This dedication to improvement is what separates good players from great ones. The NFL is always on the lookout for game-changing wide receivers, and McMillan fits the bill. In today's pass-happy league, a receiver with his skill set can completely transform an offense. Think about players like Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase, rookies who came into the NFL and immediately became stars. Many are wondering if McMillan could have a similar impact. Of course, there's still work to be done. McMillan knows that the jump from college to the NFL is huge. He's focusing on getting stronger and more explosive, aiming to add muscle without losing his speed. There's talk of him potentially reaching 215 to 220 pounds, which would make him an even more imposing physical presence on the field. As McMillan's national profile grows, so does the spotlight on Arizona's football program. His success is helping to put the Wildcats back on the map, attracting attention from recruits and fans alike. It's a symbiotic relationship. As Arizona improves, McMillan gets more opportunities to showcase his skills against top competition. Looking ahead, the 2024 season could be huge for McMillan. With another year of experience under his belt and continued physical development, he has a chance to cement his status as one of the best receivers in college football history. The Biletnikoff Award, given to the nation's top receiver, is certainly within reach. As Tetairoa McMillan eyes the next level, question looms large. Can he maintain his dominance against tougher competition? Arizona's shift to the Big 12 Conference might be the perfect test, offering a glimpse of how this rising star will fare against NFL-caliber talent. McMillan's journey at Arizona is far from over. He's got big plans for his remaining time with the Wildcats. It's not just about personal success for McMillan. He's committed to helping rebuild Arizona's football program. That's the kind of attitude that makes coaches and teammates love him. The move to the Big 12 Conference is a game changer for Arizona and McMillan. This isn't just a step up in competition. It's a chance for McMillan to showcase his skills on even a bigger stage. The Big 12 is known for its high-powered offenses and talented defensive backs. For McMillan, this means more opportunities to prove himself against top-tier talent. It's the kind of exposure that NFL scouts drool over. Speaking of the NFL, McMillan's draft prospects are looking brighter by the day, but he's not resting on his laurels. There's talk of McMillan bulking up to 215 to 220 pounds. That's a smart move. In the NFL, receivers need to be strong enough to beat press coverage and fight for tough catches over the middle. If McMillan can add that muscle without losing his speed, watch out. The expectations for McMillan are sky high, but he seems to thrive under pressure. He is not just focused on putting up big numbers. He wants to win. That's music to the ears of Arizona fans who've been waiting for a return to football glory. McMillan could be the catalyst that turns this program around. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. McMillan still has unfinished business in college. The Biletnikoff Award, given to the nation's top receiver, is within reach. Winning that would cement McMillan's place place in college football history and likely boost his draft stock even higher. The road ahead for McMillan is exciting, but it's not without challenges. The jump from college to the NFL is huge. Even top prospects sometimes struggle to adjust. McMillan will need to keep refining his route running, work on his release against press coverage, and continue to build chemistry with his quarterbacks. Arizona's new conference will test McMillan in ways he hasn't experienced before. The Big 12 is known for its high-scoring games and talented secondaries. This is McMillan's chance to prove he can dominate against the best of the best. If he can put up big numbers in the Big 12, NFL teams will take notice. For Arizona, McMillan's success could be transformative. A high-profile star can attract other top recruits and energize a fan base. If McMillan can help lead Arizona to success in their new conference, it could set up the program for years of success. As for McMillan's NFL dreams, they're looking more like a reality with each passing game. His combination of size, speed, and skill is rare. NFL teams are always looking for receivers who can make an immediate impact, and McMillan has that potential. But he's not getting ahead of himself. McMillan knows that his focus needs to be on the here and now, on helping Arizona win games and improving his own skills. Tetairoa McMillan's journey from high school star to potential NFL draft pick is nothing short of remarkable. His decision to choose Arizona over Oregon raised eyebrows, but it's proving to be a game changer. McMillan's record-breaking performances, including a 304-yard game against New Mexico, have put him on the national radar. What sets McMillan apart is his rare blend of physical gifts and work ethic. At 6'4" and 200 pounds, he's a nightmare for defenders. But it's his dedication to improving every aspect of his game that's truly impressive. As Arizona moves to the Big 12, McMillan faces his toughest challenge yet. Will McMillan's success translate to the NFL? Where do you think he'll be drafted? His combination of size, speed, and skill has scouts excited, but the leap to the pros is never easy. Share your thoughts on McMillan's future in the comments below.